Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, can. And I continue with Max Payne Blind. Anything this way? Doesn't look like it.
I didn't want to know what had happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
Buff? Or bowl? Not sure what it says. Is this not actually the way forward? What's this cupboard in Berta's room here that doesn't seem to open? Okay, I'll try throwing a Molotov at it, although I doubt it's the proper way. Progress. Yeah, it clearly isn't. It doesn't appear to be damaged in any way. There is no visual like padlock on it or something I can shoot. Elevator is out of order. So am I supposed to just leave? You know, having found the letter? Apparently there's no way to progress through here. Maybe I'm supposed to backtrack?
Got him down!
So maybe new. Yeah, I think it's actually a new path that has opened. This door, I think, was closed before. Okay, this looks like something I can maybe shoot.
Odin! Told you, god damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure! Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare. This has been waiting to happen. I thought it was a bomb! Yo!
Okay, jumping into a guy with a shotgun is probably not the best idea I've had in my life. But then again, I've lived. I think it's actually...
The hooker had left her diary on the table.
Again, a sort of bugged cupboard.
The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent her the latest one-eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. It would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
Also, she was taping the... Yeah, there's a hole in the painting. Taping the encounters to where? Selling them? Presumably, like maybe as a blackmail tool later down the road? I mean, not for her, for prostitute herself was obviously doing it for money, but the other person that was requesting it. Okay, I think this backtracks.
What the?
Well, why can't I get the ammo? Maybe it's for this article and I can't have more? Although I don't have that much. Not quite sure.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
If
It was freaking crazy. The cops were doing a full-scale siege next door. More traffic than rush hour. I mean, bleeding bastards running back and forth, Ronnie and Jimbo to throw. And in the middle of all this, there we were. I didn't give a damn. Just going with the flow. So what happened? Nothing happened. We got the explosives, dumped the cargo. We were home free. Jesus.
okay, there's at least 3 of them, so good as moment as any to utilize this. Anything in here? Nope, just dirty clothes. Another news session.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
Save.
Got him down.
They pretty much
Get up.
decimated themselves. It was quite enjoyable to watch. I must say, compared to the shooting, the bare bones melee is really sort of clunky because you have to actually switch your weapon to the pipe and then it just waves it madly. I wish there were like a hotkey to just use it, or maybe just, you know, pistol whip the, because I doubt I'll ever be using the pipe as an actual weapon. I am only using it to, although maybe there's like a mission in which you're captured or something. I don't know because I haven't played it yet. But apart from that, I only use it for destroying crates. So
What the hell?
a little clunky when you have to change your actual weapon just to do that. How did he? Hey, point for you. How did he do that? He couldn't have come through here because this door is closed. So
Exhibit number 1, a newspaper. A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy has an unbeatable track record in superhero death matches. But a six-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a newspaper folded open on a Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip.
I say, Baseball Bat Boy is really crappy name. Although maybe that's the point. Not sure. Wait. So did he open that? Because maybe it could only be opened. Yeah, that would make sense. He opened it because it could only be opened from the inside corner. I mean, that's actually quite ingenious.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a tan. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole. Winter's one long night. Yeah, and what would you eat? Suck blood from penguins? Nah, Eskimos, man, Eskimos.
Vampires in LA, you say? There's actually a game about that. My favorite game, in fact. Thankfully, some more painkillers. The game seems to be amping up the difficulty. From the beginning stages.
Chill with the guns. Trust me, you don't want to piss muerte off. Gentlemen, let's do business.
Green for green.
Cheers at green-eyed angels. Amen.
Okay, that wasn't. I was about to say that wasn't too effective, but
A lifetime ago, this would have gone down as a narcotics arrest.
apparently it was.
There was a key on the table. It was dirty money. The transparent cylinders glowed green, full of Valkyr.
A really weird way to transport a drug. Although, again, I'm not an expert on that. That's an understatement. Okay, I actually have the key to the bar, but nothing here, so nothing to check.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now they're gonna do it. But no. They sit down in front of a TV and solve their differences with a kung fu fighting video game. I tell you, Candy, I was so depressed, I strangled them both with the video game cables.
Oh, Rico, you're so bad.
I am, ain't I?
Rico Muerte, big-time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
Do something.
Hey, he really destroyed me, didn't he? I would use the Molotov, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to kill the girl, because if she's defenseless, then it would be kind of cruel. Now if she starts shooting at me, that's another... Man, that's a tough guy. Okay, so she is shooting at me. Well then, I'm all for equality. Okay, one more try. So, I think I will go for the Molotov because pretty much all enemies anyway. Okay, that did exactly nothing. I don't think I even... hit a single guy. And again. Okay, I might as well save. Love it. I think there's still Muerte himself left somewhere behind this map. Okay, that wasn't just planned. In the history of hoping to sort of stagger him with the amount of shots. Okay, I'll wait for the healing to come to point and then save again, just to save me a couple of seconds of waiting. again. Did he fight with his pants down? Okay. Maybe I'll just throw the... It seems like a... Wait, did I just enable the alarm? I thought this would open the gate.
The antique switchboard was still in use. There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area, the kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines, the blood veins of New York. Right now, there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, Corneli, this is Max Payne. Game started capitalist. He killed her.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large.
Okay, save. Maybe now it will let me... I'm not sure what's the matter with that. You would think it would just open the... Ah, okay, there's a... I didn't notice it at first.
You think you could take my money? You know who you're dealing with? Huh? Do you? Do you? Hold it!
Okay, so I think balcony is actually... Ah, okay, this will let me drop into the room that was closed earlier. Yeah, that's certainly is a kind of boss fight vibe. Or at least, you know, maybe not a boss fight because it's a proper term, but what I mean is sort of a combat arena. You know, with the music suddenly playing and the multiple enemies appearing. did I just leads me back where I already was. Ah, okay, so this was for the main door.
Turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan sharks. The list went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop. They knew I was coming, and they were going to get real trigger happy about it. I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the fly in Don Punchinello's suit. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged. Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Christmas. The Russians are Santa.
I'll try to explore a little. Proceeding, maybe I'll find a secret place or something.
The headlines were a depressing read. The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder.
What the hell?
Okay, I'm not sure if this is an additional sort of secret place, or if it's actually maybe another way to get where I already was supposed to go, or maybe that is the place I'm supposed to go and the other place is optional. Not quite sure. Yeah, I think it's the same building, right? One where the explosion went off. There is
What the hell?
Okay, I was really lucky this time. Just narrowly avoided getting shot in the face. Shotgun. Although, yeah, that was the guy. So this is the optional place, and the other. Apparently there was an Uzi gun getting shot. Getting sold at a pawnbroker. Although I guess in America that may not be as big of a thing, because I'm not sure how is it in New York specifically, but in some states the gun laws are so loose that you can literally buy guns at a Walmart, which is sort of crazy for an European, such as myself. I think I'll give the Desert Eagle a moment in the spotlight, because I really... Yeah, I shouldn't have come barging in like that. Really shouldn't have. Somehow thought I would have cleared the area before.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Better keep moving then.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Okay, I wanted to change. Ah, okay, this is... Ah, okay, you're supposed to shoot the lid rather than the tank itself. Or at least that's how I think it was supposed to work. Save.
A beaten-up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Woden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of a manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
So another reference to Norse mythology. Alfred Woden there? Odin, or Woden, let's say. English speaker. Well, that's rude to interrupt me like that. I'll deal with them. And pause
Without a key, I'd never get past this door.
for a moment. Come on. Okay, that's fortunate. Unreleased. Save.
What was that?
It's nothing, relax.
Gun him down.
Okay, can. Yeah. So Woden or Woden is another term associated with Norse mythology. If I remember correctly, although I will post it either in the description and or the comments, the pinned comment, when I check it out later. But if I remember correctly, it's another name for Odin actually. So the sort of chief god of the Norse pantheon. So overall, the theme is pretty strong here, you know. The references to Norse mythology are clearly an attempt to build some sort of theme. I will save.
Someone had left a letter on the counter. There was a key on the shelf. Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gagniti was his usual self. All talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing you could count on. You push a man too far, and sooner or later he'd start pushing back.
Max Payne, this is your final warning. Surrender or we'll be forced to take action. Don't make us come and get you.
Was this the police? Yep. Well, I'm not shooting them unless I have to, because that would only, you know, give more credence to the idea I've gone rogue. But I think I'll actually end this video here, so save and see you in the next one. Bye.